Conceive, believe, achieve.
This is former UFC middleweight champion of the world, Michael Bisping.
Paddy the Baddy here. You're listening to Combat Sports UK.
And you're watching Combat Sports UK.
I'm Cooper Burke here with Octagon MMA fighter Kallum Parker. Kallum, how was the camp on the weight cut? You had a little bit of technical difficulties getting to the hotel, but other than that, how did the prep go for this thing?
Yeah, it went really well, thanks. The weight was going well as well. I had good notice. I had 4 weeks notice. So that's a long time. Normally I get less. So it's nice to, yeah.
Do you feel extra comfortable now that you've got that 4 week as opposed to 1 or 2 weeks that you said you usually have?
Yeah. It feels a lot better, because I have time to just diet and just feels a lot better doing that. Of
course. Let's throw it back a little bit. Talk to me about your fight with Kirby. You walked into the cage with your opponent being a 9-1 favorite. Did that, free a little bit of pressure in your mind because you were such a huge underdog?
Yeah. I had pride pressure going in there. But yeah, it was I knew it would be a hard fight. So honestly, I was prepared for that mentally going in there, so I think that helped me a lot.
Yeah. Do you want to continue using that cage pressure in your next fights? From the ones that I watched, it looked like it was a major proponent of your game, walking them down, cutting off angles, and really just controlling your opponent's movements.
Yeah, I like to do that. I naturally do it. I don't really think about doing it. I think because I like to pressure guys, they naturally end up being against the fence, and then I just end up being there in it, and then But I don't mind not using it, but if they do end up being against cage, it's sometimes good to break the rhythm and stuff. So yeah.
Absolutely. Everybody talks about your fight with Luke Riley. A lot of people called it the fight of the year in all of mixed martial arts. You didn't quite come out on the right end of the scorecards, but talk to me about what you learned from that fight.
Just another good fight in it, and I learned I feel all the decision fights that I've had, because I've had a lot of decision fights, and I feel I've learned a lot, in the going through all the rounds and again experiencing.
Yeah, do you think that's an advantage for you going forward? That kind of what to expect and how to point fight, or not point fight, but fight for every round as opposed to fighting an entire fight?
Yeah, it's I look at my past fights and I'm I could have done this better, and so I think that's every fight, especially when it goes longer. It's you see more what you can improve on. So it's a lot better. But I prefer finishes, obviously. I would definitely prefer finish, so I won't mind it.
Yeah, of course. Does it frustrate you at all knowing that you're kind of one moment away from the fight going one way or the other? And in a lot of your fights, they're razor close. Does it frustrate you that they're so close? Or are you trying to create separation?
Yeah, I prefer to get finishes. The close fights you learn a lot from, but they're not good all the time. They're not good all the time.
Are you excited to fight on the Octagon Banner? They're a relatively new promotion, but they do have a huge swath of talent, including yourself. Tell me how you're feeling, fighting in a promotion it's so big in Europe.
Yes, feels really good. This fight will be the highest, the biggest crowd I've been in, the biggest stage. It feels really good. And it's yeah, I'm um glad it's working out. Like I got offered it and I was like, yeah, sound like I was like, over Christmas period as well. So I was like, oh yeah, shall I do it? Like I was like, yeah, like it's a good opportunity in it. So
Absolutely. Do you are you excited to fight in front of such a big crowd, or is there, kind of a little bit of a tough aspect to it, or are you looking forward to it?
yeah, yeah, I prefer like the crowd's bigger, like it feels better. Feels like what you're doing in there is like it just feels that's why you do it in it, like for the big crowds. So yeah, it feels great doing that.
For sure. Um, are you excited to be fighting a guy like Rochal, who, I mean, he brings up a very stand-up heavy style to your fight. Former kickboxer, former Muay Thai. He's probably going to try and keep it on the feet. What angles does he bring for you?
Um, I feel like yeah, he's good with his like basics, like right hand and left hooks, and yeah, I know what to do in there. Like I feel like I know what to do in there against that sort of style. Um, yeah, normally I don't study my opponents, but when I can, I do. You know what I mean? Like if I see anything like what they could be doing, like so yeah. If I can study my opponents, I will, and see what they do, like good and bad, and yeah, just help get in there, do knowing that.
Absolutely. Do you see you see this as a big opportunity fighting under, the biggest stage of your career? Are you looking forward to it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like yeah, it's a big stepping stone for whatever comes for next year, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, and it's like yeah, I know it's a big thing.
Are you excited to be back fighting in Europe? I know you're from England and you've bounced around. You fought in LFA, fought all over the place. Are you excited to kind of be back a little bit closer to home?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's nice being at home and stuff, being with my family. Like it feels better being in camp and like coming home and like being with your family and like eating good food and stuff. Feels nice. So it's been like a good change.
Absolutely.
And yeah, I like it. Yeah, I really like it. And
Do you think that's
yeah, and I've been at like the great gym, like Manchester top team. Been training there and it's like been great. Had a really good camp, like learning a lot as well. So it's like it's really good.
are you do you feel a little bit more comfortable spending a lot more time in Manchester with your family and with Manchester top team?
Yeah, yeah, it feels great. Like I'm loving it all. Like and yeah, it just feels right. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Um, Walk me through your plans for the new year, fighting and otherwise. Like, tell me what your goals are going forward in 2024, what we can expect to see from you going forward.
Like I want to fight as often as I can in 2024. So whatever, like I'm gonna go straight back to camp as soon as this fight's done, and help the team out as well because they've like helped me out with my camp. So like straight back into the gym, help them out, help myself out as well, and straight back to looking for a fight again. I just keep it rolling and see. Yeah, just that's my plan. Just keep it rolling and just fight, just keep fighting.
Absolutely. Are you happy fighting at 145 pounds, or are we going to see a move up and weight for you anytime soon?
Uh, yeah, I'm happy at this weight. Yeah, it's good. It's I walk around like fairly light compared to a lot of other people. Like so, yeah, it's good. I feel natural as well. Like I feel um like good shape for 145. I could fight 155, but like I walk around at like 160 2 anyway, so it's like it's not too far off
No,
145
not at all.
5 times. Yeah, 5 times a diet, and yeah, it's really good. Like if I have like a few weeks to diet, like 2 3 weeks, I'm good.
Yeah, so I mean, you're really not cutting much weight at all. That's got to be nice. You can come into this fight full of energy. Um, you know,
Yeah,
you've had two extremely close fights. One in Vegas and one in England at Cage Warriors. What's your mindset going forward into this one? Now that you are looking to kind of break that streak and come out with a win.
uh, like recovery after camp, like I feel like I was doing that wrong. Like I was going into the fight. I'd say like not as recovered as I could have been. Like that was my last fight. I went in tired. Like I went in there like I wasn't recovered going in there, and like it, my performance wasn't good because of that. So it's like, and it's like just like hell in there as well. Like if you don't go in there, that's what you got to focus on your recovery. And like so that's a big thing I've learned. Like because I had much amateur fights, like I didn't get much experience in like recovery after camps. So this camp, I think I've recovered the most, and I've in my technique wise, I've been working a lot like past since the Cage Warriors fight with Luke Riley. Like I've been focusing a lot of different like being in and out, less forward, less clinching. Because I learned that that wasn't like a good thing for the fight. So like I've changed my style a lot, and yeah, you'll see that this fight you'll see like that I've changed it. I'll be in and out, more less just coming forward. You know what I mean? Like because sometimes I just come forward too much and get hit. So like being in and out, and I've I've worked on a few other things as well, which is going to help me a lot.
Absolutely. So you would say that you've really kind of overhauled yourself coming into this camp. I mean, would you consider yourself a different fighter after this camp than you were before?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, like I've since I've came to Manchester, like they've told me things like that I need to work on, and I understood what they were saying, and yeah, I've changed since that camp as well.
Is that a scary feeling for you, knowing that uh, you've changed so much since your last camp? Or you've obviously everybody wants to evolve, but because you've changed so much, um, do you feel like you're um, out ahead of yourself, or are you comfortable with the adjustments that you've made coming out of Manchester top team?
Yeah, I'm very comfortable. Like I feel really happy. Like I couldn't have done any more. Like that's what I know in my head that I couldn't have done any more. So like I'm happy with that. So I mean, like everything that like they've told me to work on things, um, like just the little details which like help a lot. And like yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, I mean, do you plan on going to see Prague a little bit now that you're there over the new year, or is it just straight back home for you?
Probably get the fight done, and then probably just a day there, then come back in it, and yeah, celebrate with the family, and yeah, loads of food as well.
Of course, yeah, I gotta load
Yeah,
up.
yeah, you get
Does your family have any special Christmas uh food traditions that you're looking forward to?
yeah, like the because I didn't have a Christmas dinner, like I
Right.
think I just had carrots and a turkey and like a little bit of gravy on top. That was it, and so they're doing a Christmas dinner again, which is nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
What's your favorite part of the Christmas dinner?
uh, I don't know, everything. Like that was the carbs and like stuffing and yeah, potatoes. Yeah, just the full thing's like lovely in it. Then I'll probably have a big dessert after. But
Absolutely.
yeah.
All right, man. Well, thanks again for your time. Thanks for fitting this in. I really enjoyed it, and best of luck. This is Kallum Parker. We'll see him on the 29th. I'll be tuning in. He'll be fighting with Octagon MMA. Best of luck, and hope everything goes well for you going forward.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Cheers.
Cheers. Have a good one.